garden live stream. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am here in my backyard with my little makeshift setup, and I'm gonna pot up some of these flowers. Now, I think I did a YouTube short earlier this morning, or maybe it was a community post, and I mentioned how I went to Home Depot, and originally I was going to get containers for my banana trees. From previous videos and YouTube shorts and community posts, that I recently was gifted 2 dwarf Cavendish banana trees, banana plants. And y'all, right now I'm just trying to get them to like live and survive. But it's 2 plants, they're in the same pot, and I want to put them in their own separate pots. Well, I saw these pots at Home Depot for like $20 each. They are 22 inch, a nice low height, a decent width, and I was gonna get those. And I got to the store, I went there, I picked them out and everything, and I was like, you know what? Instead of me spending $40 for these 2 pots, let me just use 2 15-gallon planter pots that I already have for free, because y'all know for free. And then if they live, if they survive, if they flourish, then I'll see about spending extra money and getting some other planters. Plus, y'all know I'm trying to wait for Rite Aid to have another 60 or 70% off sale with their planters, and then I'll get more. I think I'm gonna get, if available, I'm gonna get the 24-inch pots. If not, then I'll just get the 20-inch pots. But for right now, they're gonna go in these 15-gallon pots. I'm gonna try to do that this week. Y'all, I have so many projects. I have so many projects to do in this garden. So I'm gonna up pot these flowers. I have to separate and up pot the banana plants. I have to paint the 5-gallon bucket stand. I have to get these mini raised beds ready. The 5-gallon buckets, the green stalks. Yo, I have so much to do, but I'm gonna do, what I can, when I can, how I can. I wasn't feeling too well this morning, so you know, but I got up and kind of started moving around a little bit, and now I'm here. Oh, y'all, I know y'all probably wondering about this. I washed my hair last night. I had to wash my hair, and I just used the Curlific shampoo, Apogee Curlific line. So the shampoo, I didn't use the deep treatment. I used the leave-in, and then the curl definer, the cream, I use that. So my hair is just parted in half, and I have a twist on this side and a twist on that side, y'all. So nothing fancy. For those of you who follow my channel for natural hair, um, you voted on the product. So for the letter C for the Alphabet Series 2025, that's going to be Camille Rose. And I'm going to be doing that video sometime upcoming this week. But for now, we're going to concentrate on up potting these flowers. And y'all, I'm a little distance away. I'm far away from the phone. So if I don't reply to your chat, or if I don't acknowledge it or whatever, it's just because I can't reach it. That's all. So I have six packs of flowers, and you saw in the YouTube short, but I'll just show you again. So this is French marigold mix, and I was trying to get I was trying to pick 6 packs where at least half of the flowers were sort of blooming or had some kind of flower, whatever, looking for like a healthy plant. I was trying to do that. Okay, hi. All right, Cameron. Hi. I mean, I'm just, you might not have been in here like a few minutes ago where I said the phone is too far for me to reach. I'm doing this on my cell phone. So, and the words are kind of small. So I'm not ignoring you at all. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining me in the live stream. But if I don't see like the words are so small, but I'm not ignoring you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. So the first thing I showed you was what the French marigold. Here I have a wool flower, and I just thought that this was cute. I don't think I ever seen this flower before, and to be honest with y'all, I really don't pay attention to flowers like that. When I go to Home Depot, Lowe's, the local nursery or whatever, I'm not looking at 6 pack of flowers. I'm not. But I decided to get these because I'm for real trying to get more into flowers, and I want to have some pops of color in my garden. I'm trying to attract pollinators. I'm trying to attract beneficial predators for the pests like the aphids and all of that kind of stuff. I'm trying to do that. And then also, if these can serve as, trap crops or trap flowers, I'm down for that too. So let me see. Sakti, I believe that is. If I'm mispronouncing your name or if I'm missing some letters, I'm sorry. But like the words are microscopic. You say plant some jasmine. You know what? I didn't see jasmine there, and I really was just looking at these the 6 packs because it was 6 packs for $4. I didn't originally go to Home Depot for flowers, but I saw these and I picked them up. So I just got what they had. This is another marigold. So this is French marigold orange. And like I said, when I picked these 6 packs, I was just trying to pick if at least half of them had flowers or the plants look fairly healthy, then I picked those up. And I have, this is sweet alyssum, and I have purple. I have purple sweet alyssum, and here um I have white. So, and my understanding is that sweet alyssum is really good for attracting pollinators as well as beneficial predators that can help me to, keep control of some of these pests. Yeah, marigold. Yeah, marigold definitely useful. That's why I got 2 packs of those. And then these are petunias. Y'all, and I am not an expert on flowers at all. I'm not an expert on flowers at all. I'm trying to get into it. Um, but I bought these because it was a decent price. It's less than $1 per flower. And because, like I said, I wanted some pops of color. But I'm going to be up potting these from these 6 cell trays into my silicone starter cups. And I believe these are three, 3 inch, 3 inch starter cups. So I'm just going to be putting them in here. I made some mix. Let me see if I can pick up this tray without dropping it. But I have this mix here. Hopefully this is enough soil. If not, then I'll make some more after the live stream off camera and then pot up the rest. But this is just some old soil that I already had. I have buckets and buckets, of soil. So I have that. I have some peat moss that has some bone meal in it. It was mixed in it already. I have perlite, and then nah, y'all, what was that? If y'all see stuff and y'all like flying around in the background, the wind is kind of windy out here. I have the pool cover on, so shouldn't nothing fall into the pool. But that sounded like a metal bucket or something. Y'all probably saw what it was. I didn't see. Um, but for the soil, so old soil, peat moss with bone meal in it, perlite, and then I put sprinkle some Osmocote fruit and vegetable fertilizer. So that's what this is. And I made a good amount. I made a dollar 25 tree aluminum pan full. So hopefully that's enough. Let me see. Pluck a marigold, put in a cup of warm water. Oh yeah, marigold tea and stuff. And I know you can eat the petals, you can eat the flowers and stuff. I'm familiar with that. Y'all know, so I still have my 6 pack trays. I got these from $1.25 tree like a while back. I think they call them cup caddies. So I have these, and then I just have like some rocks. I don't know if you can see that, like some rocks in the bottom, so the cup has some space. That way when I water them, the water drains all the way out of the cup and doesn't get settled in the bottom. So let me just start by putting a little bit of soil in here. And like I said, I wasn't feeling well this morning, but um and it was after I came back home from Home Depot that I wasn't feeling well. But you know I got up and started moving around a little bit, and I said, you know what, let me just try you know, let me see what I could do as far as getting something done, y'all. And I have these gloves on, but I ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Please, y'all, don't let nothing crazy be in these flowers or nothing crawling around, y'all, because I would jump up and jump off and leave y'all right here on the live stream looking at the pool cover and the aloe vera behind me. But y'all know I y'all know I gotta color coordinate stuff. So I have two blue trays, two pink trays, one yellow tray, and one green tray. And that's because I have two kind of marigolds. I have two kind of sweet alyssum, and then I have one petunia and one wool flower. So that's how I'm gonna do that. So since I have two blue, I'm gonna start with these marigolds. I'm gonna start with these right here, and this is the French marigold mix. And we're gonna see what they look like, because of course, you know, now I went early in the morning to Home Depot, so like they had just watered everything. But let's see what we looking like as far as, look at that, y'all. Look, the roots for these two, the roots for these two are connected. So I'm gonna have to separate that, as long as they're not like too root bound. Well, I mean, even if they are, I bought them now, so we're gonna do them. And see, these are like a tall slender uh like 6-pack, you know, container. You know how sometimes it'll be like a little shorter, like it might only be this tall, or sometimes they'll be like a little bit wider. So this is decent. This is good for me to fit right in the cup. And I put a little soil at the bottom, but you know, y'all, I think I'm gonna dump this out and then fit this in here. Now you can see if I sit this right in the middle, like you can see, and then I'll just fill in the soil around it. So this is the, which one I told y'all this was? This is the French marigold mix. So I have orange, I have yellow, and then I have kind of like this red, like red and yellow. If y'all know like the exact, you know, variety or whatever, y'all let me know. But these are French marigolds. Now before, I think one time before, or at least the seeds that I had for marigolds, they were all African marigolds. These are French marigolds. So we're gonna see how these do. I don't know, you know what, I'm gonna have to put this cup, I'm gonna have to put this cup in here, because this, I could see this gonna be like a mess. This is gonna be a total mess. And I know this is off camera, y'all, but I'm trying to make the least mess as possible. So y'all let me know what y'all doing, today. What's going on this Sunday for y'all? It's pretty quiet here, mild temperatures. I'm in Southern California, zone 10B 11A. And we have like it's like a nice little wind blowing. This would be a good day to go sailing or go on a hike or something like that. It's, you know, more often than not, it's nice weather in my area. Hi, King. Are you from New Orleans? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I live in Southern California, but I'm from New Orleans. Born and raised, baby. I definitely represent. So, y'all, this is what it's going to look like. And I think this is pretty good. So, I'm going to do the rest of this 6-pack. And like I said, I have these little rocks in the bottom, little pebbles, just so the cup doesn't go all the way down. That way, when I water it, the water can drain out. And then if I ever have like too much or whatever, I can just tilt it over and kind of drain out that excess water. Because I definitely don't want to drown the plant, y'all. I ain't trying to do that. So, let me see. Thank you if you're here for the live. I appreciate you. And then if you're coming for the replay, I sure appreciate you too. Now, there's somebody is going to be taller than the other. But look, y'all, that kind of fit exactly. That fit kind of like exactly in the cup. You know. So these 6-packs must be like 3 inches high. They must be 3 inches high. And maybe, I don't know, maybe 1.5 inches wide, but this is perfect. This fits perfect. And like I mentioned, y'all, the soil is right here off camera, but I had to do the live stream in what is this, portrait mode? So it's not like the wide, it's not the wide angle. But y'all don't need to see everything over here either, y'all. Crop and zoom. I have all of my like my amendments. So I have right here where I have this soil. This is, I have like a wagon, and I have 5-gallon buckets full of my different amendments, like my perlite, vermiculite, azomite, or whatever. I buy like the big bags, and then I break them down into the 5-gallon buckets. It's easier for me to carry around when I'm working in different areas of my garden, and I don't have to lug no big bag, and sometimes a bulky or a heavy bag. All right, here is what this one looks like. And again, this whole 6-pack is going to be the French marigold mix, and I have yellow, orange, and kind of like this yellow with the red. So much more. Like I have 4 yellow, 1 orange, and then 1 with the mixed colors. Let's see who in here. Oh, hi. Hey, Miss Linda, T-Nog in the house, y'all. T-Nog in the house. Now, I know y'all, make sure y'all subscribe to each other channels and stuff like that. You got to make sure you catch Miss Linda. Oh, and she have live streams. So her live streams is at Sunday and Tuesday. And I don't know, Miss Linda, what time is your live stream today? Oh, it got to be coming. Is it coming up soon, or did you already do it? Your live stream. I know, I know you go live. I'm gonna lose my whole audience, but that's all right. I gotta come on when I can come on, you know. But I sure appreciate you stopping by, because I know you busy. I know you busy, so I sure appreciate you stopping by. And for those of you who just came in, 7 p.m. Central, so that's in. Well, let me see. Oh, less than a half hour. So y'all make sure, please make sure you go to Miss Linda T-Nog, the New Orleans gardener. Make sure you go to her live stream. You know, a lot of knowledge, wisdom, you know, and I know she recovering and stuff, but if she feel well enough, she might give you a tune or two. Nah, you know, not too much, because you got to pay for it. Now, Miss Linda voice ain't free, but she might give you 1 bar. You know, she might give you 1 bar. But I'm gonna try to pot these up like as quickly as possible, because I'm still, y'all, I don't know exactly what it was. When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty good, and then I went to Home Depot early, and I came back home right before church, because I was trying to hurry up and get what I was gonna get before church. And then after church was over, then I was gonna, you know, get into my chores. But I don't know. But I just laid down for a while, you know, I rested, and I said, you know what, let me get up and, you know, kind of move around a little bit and see how I feel. And I still, you know, kind of like feel it a little bit, but I'm just sitting down, you know, up potting these flowers. I'm not doing anything strenuous. I'm not doing a lot of, you know, twisting, turning, moving, not anything to really like upset my equilibrium or nothing like that. So I figured, you know, this would be something good to do, and then why not share it with you? So that's why I did a live stream. Miss Linda says she's feeling great. Thank you so much. Praise God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Because we need you in your best health. We need you in your best health all the time. And I sure appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for stopping by. If it's for 1 second, 1 minute, or 1 hour, I appreciate you. If you're here for the live, or if you're coming back for the replay, y'all make sure you like the video, like the live stream, you know, share it. And if you're not subscribed, hook your girl up with that subscription. I do a lot of different topics on my channel, and I think it makes it a little bit more challenging for people to find me on YouTube. Or, you know, I think the YouTube algorithm, you know, they say like the algorithm don't know where to put you. So I started off my channel as a natural hair channel, and then I started adding, more content. I have a 2019 Tesla Model S, so I do a few videos on them from time to time. Matter of fact, I think I did a community post today or yesterday. I had a new software update, and this one had a lot of like navigation and like highway travel updates, and plus some stuff for a different music apps. So like if you have Apple Music, Amazon Music, I think YouTube Music, and some other stuff, they had some updates to that. So you can log in to your accounts in the car, and then just play your music from the accounts in the car, instead of having to like log in from your phone and then connect your phone to the car. Like you don't have to do that. You can just connect it straight there. So I did that, and then that was content. Then I started doing like unboxings and stuff like that. And then eventually I started adding my gardening content. Let's see, yes, these are marigolds. So these are a French marigold mix, and then I also have um, the French marigold orange. And y'all, I'm just trying to add some color. I'm trying to attract some pollinators, some beneficial predators for these aphids. And, also if these can be a trap crop, y'all, to keep the pests away from what I'm going to be growing in my garden this year, y'all. Yes. I am trying to get more into flowers and stuff like that. And flowers are okay. I don't have nothing against flowers. I'm just, like that's just not the main thing, for me. I'm normally planting food, y'all. Fruit, vegetables, herbs. And I'm also, I'm expanding my fruit tree collection. So right now, so the first trees that I got were Fuji apple tree, which y'all, today is today. All right, so break. Let me interrupt right quick. So as far as my Fuji apple tree, 3 weeks ago today, I grafted 4 additional scions or budwoods, different varieties of apples, onto my Fuji apple tree. And today is actually the day for me to check to see if the grafts took. Now, that was another video that I wanted to do, just so we could all see at the same time, like what happened. But I don't think I'm going to be able to get to that today. I'm going to have to do that one day this week. But that's something that's coming up. So I have the Fuji apple tree. I have a dwarf Meyer lemon tree in the ground. And then I have a mini royal cherry tree. Those 3 trees are in the ground. And everything else, all my other trees are in pots. So in pots, I have an August Pride cherry tree. I'm looking over here, y'all, because this is patio row. So this is where some of my trees are. So I have an August Pride peach tree. Y'all, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to make it. It ain't looking like it's supposed to be looking. But we're going to see. I have a cocktail grapefruit that definitely needs some attention, because my leaves have gone from dark green to almost white at the top. So I need to see what's going on with that. I have a nutrient deficiency. I think I have zinc and magnesium. So I'm gonna do a foliar spray. Matter of fact, somewhere around here, I have a citrus foliar spray, and I'm gonna treat the grapefruit like this week. Then I have a Spice Z nectar plum, so nectarine and plum. I have that, and I have quite a few fruit on my nectar plum, but I have peach leaf curl that I saw on some of the leaves, but that's not something that I could treat until this fall. Next to that, I have my most recent tree, which is the Royal Crimson cherry tree. Now here in Southern California, we can grow cherries and stone fruit and stuff like that, but we have to select the varieties that have low chill hours. And just in case you're not familiar, chill hours are the amount of hours that a fruit tree needs to be below a certain temperature in order for it to have a successful fruiting season the next year. So most people use 45 degrees, right? So how many hours under 45 degrees do you have in your area compared to the requirements of the tree? Or like what I have next to that, I have three varieties of blueberries. I have pink lemonade that requires the most chill hours, I think like 300. Then I have a bountiful blue that requires about 150. And then I have a sharp blue which requires about 200 chill hours. I don't think we don't get any amount of those chill hours, but the local nursery says that people have been successful growing those varieties of all of these trees and the fruit bushes and stuff, and so that's why I purchased them. um some of these, y'all, I'm on the second try because they died the first time, y'all. Look, hey, I'm learning. um and then um I was gifted two dwarf Cavendish banana plants, like grocery store bananas. Those need to be separated and up potted because it's two of them in one pot. I did a YouTube short on it, y'all. I was so excited. I was so excited that I got the trees on Thursday night, y'all. I did a YouTube short on Thursday night. I saw Miss Shirley OG Garden. She said, "Girl, I can't see that. It's pitch black." Yo, but I was so excited. I was so excited that somebody actually gifted me, two banana trees. Because if I would have bought them, which I was definitely considering, it definitely would have been more expensive than free. And then the person told me, hey, I know you new, I know you just learning. I have plenty of these banana plants. So if those don't work out, if they die, you can come back and get, some more for free. I said, yes, indeed. Thank you, Jesus. I sure appreciate that. Because I like bananas. Like I told y'all, I'm mostly into like the edibles. So the fruit trees, the fruit plants, the vegetables, the herbs, all of that. But I am getting more into flowers, and that's why you know, I have these flowers. Now I'm just tapping the container after I put the soil in to make sure that it fills in all along the sides, because I don't want any gaps. I don't want any like air gaps. I want to make sure that soil is all the way from the top to the bottom and no gaps. And then when I water this in, that's also going to help, to fill in any gaps in the soil. So y'all, this is the first tray finish. These are French marigolds, the mixed colors. So I have yellow, I have orange, and then I have like this mix right here, y'all. So one down and 6 to go. Now I don't know how long this live stream is gonna be, because honestly, y'all, I want to get over, let me see, I got about 10 minutes left, y'all, because I want to get over to T-Nog live stream, and I'll probably be watching her live stream while I'm doing the rest of these. Let me see if I could get one more 6-pack done. So I already did a marigold. I have another one, y'all, but let's try these. Now I have never heard of these. This is a wool flower, and I don't know if the camera is showing it, but the flowers do look, they look woolly. So it is, it's a good name. And it looks like, okay, some of these have two. Some of these have two flowers in one pot, but whatever is in the cell, I'm going to plant together in the up pot. Now, y'all know, because I got everything color-coded. So let me pull out this one. So these are the other two. So the blue one on top is for the other marigold. These two pinks are going to be for the sweet alyssums. I just pulled out this yellow. So the yellow is going to be for this wool flower. And then I have a green one, and that'll be for the petunias. So, and some of the cups got stuck, because I pre-prepped all of this stuff beforehand. I wanted to get as much stuff, like pre-prepped as possible, because like I said, I'm not feeling the best. I'm feeling okay, but I'm not feeling the best. and I'm just trying to make it easy on myself. So let me put these out the way. But yeah, Miss Linda, I'm going to, if you still in here, I'm gonna do like this last 6-pack. I'm gonna cut off this live stream, and then I'm gonna watch yours while I'm you know, up potting the rest of these. So let's see what these look like, y'all. Anybody ever heard of wallflower? Y'all Celosia argentea plumosa. That's what it is. So it looks like I have red, pink, maybe one orange, and then yellow. So that's what I have here, y'all. And these, look at that. So see, what's happening is, instead of the roots just being per cell, you know, instead of just the roots for this plant being in this cell, it's connected to this flower and it's connected to this one. So I'm trying to pull it out, you know, one cell at a time without like tearing it up too much, y'all. But it seems like this whole 6-pack, you know what, I'm gonna see if I could just dump this whole 6-pack out, because it seemed like all of them, the roots are all entangled into each other. Oh, thank you, Miss Linda, I sure appreciate it. But yeah, I'm gonna try to I'm gonna do what I do so I can get over to your live stream. I might be a little late, but I'm definitely gonna come hang out with you. Most of the time I miss your live streams because I'm on the road a lot. I drive a lot, and you know, I listen, but I can't type or chat or whatever because I'm driving. But today I'm so glad that I'm gonna be able to catch the live stream, at least listen to it. And then I caught the one earlier this week too, y'all. Now I can't even get the pole up because now I'm struggling trying to get them out. But they all, like all 6 of these seem like they stuck together, like as one plant instead of, y'all, I'm shaking all the the petals off. Hold on. And I wanted to do this one on the live stream just because it's different. Hold up. Y'all, I'm struggling. But while I'm struggling, y'all, I'm going to tell you something easy to do. Click that like button, y'all. Share and subscribe. Hit up that notifications bell, y'all. Make sure it's set to all. If you're an OG, or if you to listen to at least one other of my videos, you know what I'm saying, y'all. But hook me up. Okay, I'm separating them out now, and I just. But the roots, y'all, and sometimes, you know, you can't really tell when you're going to these big box stores or the nurseries or whatever. You know, you buying plants that's already potted. Sometimes you can't tell unless you sit there and take it out the container while you're at the store. Sometimes you don't see it until you get home and you see the roots are all entangled. Now let me show y'all in case, let me see. Here is something. You see how, and you can tell, let me show you something. So you see like this containers, you see at the bottom, they have like the slits, but all around the sides, they don't have anything. You know, it's just open. Well, when the roots grow down and then there's no space left, the roots start wrapping around. Hopefully y'all can see that. And this is not too bad, but it had got to the point where the roots for the flowers across the cells were, you know, tangling up with each other. Now, I'm not going to worry about, you know, messing with these roots, but if you're planting like some fruits or vegetables or herbs, if you get the plant and it's like root bound, the people call it tickling. You can kind of just tickle it. You're just loosening it up. You're loosening up the roots because you're trying to let it know, you know, hey, you don't have to be stuck like this, you know, going around in a circle or piling up on yourself. You can spread out some. So let me see what's that? David Cora, what's up, bro? What's up? Oh, I sure appreciate you. Thank you, David. I sure appreciate you. I sure appreciate you. I don't know if you're still here or if you left already. I don't know about watermelon wars, but I'm trying to start up something with cantaloupe wars. I'm trying to start something a little different. And also, me and Joy of the Garden and Home, we are doing a 2025 rice challenge. Y'all, I already have the bucket. I know the container that I'm going to, grow the rice in. I just haven't done it yet. That's something else on my list I got to do. But 2025 rice challenge, hashtag 2025 rice challenge. If you have some rice seed, no, you can't use grocery store seed. Now, some people say um, they use organic brown rice or organic wild rice. And some people have been able to, like grow rice at home. And this is not for anything, I probably ain't gonna be able to cook no red beans or no gumbo with it. It might just be like a little bit, but it's more for the experience. It's more for the experience. I don't have like acres and acres to grow rice. I'm gonna be doing mine in a 5-gallon bucket. Now I'm not sure what container or what size Joy says she doing hers in, but I'm doing mine in a 5-gallon bucket. I'm gonna show you the whole thing. I have rice seeds from M.I. Gardner. So y'all, I got so much that I gotta get to. So much I gotta get to. But yeah, you saw it, David Corey. Yeah, okay, yeah. And I sure appreciate you stopping in. I know sometimes you got to dip in and dip out. Trust me, I understand. But I am trying to plant up these, y'all, what we say these was? Wool flowers. This is a yellow one. Y'all, this is so pretty. Can you see? Hopefully this is showing. Can you see like that it is woolly. It's woolly. So I got all 6 of them separated. Y'all, it was almost like they was all like one plant. All the roots was sticking together, a lot of the roots, but from the top, y'all. So this tells me, number one, these flowers been in these little trays too long. Because the roots grew out and went down to the bottom, but they was connected to each other at the top. But that's all right though. Now they have a little bit more room to grow. And I just want these the plants to get established like in these starter cups. And hopefully by the time they fill out these cups, then all of those seeds that I sowed, y'all, make sure I did 4 live streams full of me sowing seeds. So, check that out if you want to see the seeds that that I'm trying to grow for my 2025 garden. Y'all, but it's a lot. It's a lot, it's a lot, it's a lot. We're gonna see, what germinates, what goes on. Let me see, what's the name? Oh yeah, so these right here, this one right here is called a wool flower. And I got that from Home Depot. So it's a 6-pack for $4. Not bad. And I mentioned this earlier, but I'm just trying to add some color, trying to add some pollinators, trying to attract some beneficial predators for like the aphids and the spider mites and the whatever else. And using the flowers as a trap crop if needed. Ain't no shame in my game. Ain't no shame in my game at all. Now this one, I have 2 flowers. So you see like one orange and a red. But I'm going to put this in here together. I'm not trying to separate. I'm going to grow these together. Now maybe when I up pot these to put them around my vegetables and my fruit, my herbs or whatever, I might separate them, but I might not. I might just leave them together. And I don't know how, like, I don't know the growth habits, of this flower. I don't know if it expands out, once it matures, or if, these same Tula flowers, that's what you get the whole time. Like, I'm not sure, but we're going to find out. We're going to see. I would like to do more research on these flowers and also see about saving seeds and all that kind of stuff, y'all. But am I going to do it? Do I know that for sure? Can I say today that I'm going to do it? Y'all, I can't say it. I got too much stuff to do. But I have these videos to at least remind me what I planted, what I have, so I can go back and look at the videos. And I had mentioned earlier too that I have some rocks down here in the bottom to make sure that the cups don't touch the bottom. So when I water, I know that the water is fully draining out the entire cup and not getting, welling up in the cup. Where the plants could get waterlogged, or where I could start having like algae or green growth, you know, on the plants. I don't want that. I definitely don't want that. And then this mix, just a reminder about this mix. This is a combination of old soil, peat moss that had a little bit of bone meal in it, y'all. That stinky bone meal. But guess what? Y'all know. Go back and check out them videos how first of all, something chewed up the bag, and I hadn't even, y'all, it was a brand new 15-pound bag of bone meal that I had not used at all, and something chewed it up. So then I put it in a pitcher, like a gallon pitcher, and long story short, it got wet, y'all. And I went out and I looked, and it was a pitcher full of wet bone meal, and I was like, man, I thought it was done. But y'all know me, hashtag waste not, want not. So I said, let me see what I could do. So I went to the $1.25, $1.50, $1.75, $2, $3, $5 tree. And I went and got an aluminum pan, aluminum baking pans. Y'all, and I'll never forget when I went and got them pans. It had on the shelf $1.25. I mean, no, $1.75, right? So $1.75 is the new regular price, at least for the whole aluminum section. And then they had a nerve to have a sign or a tag that said it was $1.25 on sale. Y'all, I went ahead, I got them though. It was just two pans, but I got them. And what I did was I just took the mushy, liquidy, y'all, stanky. Oh my God, that stuff stank. But I took that bone meal, I put it in the aluminum pans, and I set it out on my patio table. And I had these little it's kind of like plate umbrellas. So like if you having an event outside, you have food, but you don't want like the bugs or whatever to get in it. It's like a little net umbrella. I probably showed it on a previous video. I got those from TEMU, and oh, I got this from TEMU too. But I did that, you know, to cover it up, and I left it for probably, y'all, maybe a week, or maybe a little bit longer than a week. But guess what? That bone meal dried up enough for me to be able to crumble it and shake it, and some of it, you know, even I was able to like crumble it down to a powder. I put it in the containers. Oh, the container is over there, but I have it in containers, and I just been using it, you know, using it like on and off. And I had some peat moss. Oh, I added some peat moss to the container. So like after I like poured it all out into the jar, I had some left over, you know, like some dust and some crumbs of the bone meal left over, and I added some peat moss to it, and so that's why I have that. So old soil from my garden, peat moss with the bone meal in it, perlite, and then some Osmocote fruit and vegetable fertilizer. And I think it's triple 14, y'all. I think it's triple 14. But anyway, that's what's in the soil mix. And I have two more of these to go. I wanna, you know, kind of. Oh yeah. So, y'all, Miss Linda just started her live stream. So make sure you go and check that out. I'm going to pot up this flower and then the last one, and then I'm probably going to end this live stream because I want to go see what she's talking about too. While I'm watching her live stream, I will be potting up the rest of these. So the ones that I have left are the white and purple sweet alyssum, and I heard these are really good for the garden for attracting pollinators and beneficial predators. I have a petunia 6-pack, and then I have that other French marigold. These are the orange. So these four I'm gonna be potting up while I'm watching Miss Linda live stream. So y'all make sure y'all go ahead and check that out. But before you skedaddle out of here, y'all do me that favor, like the live stream, subscribe to my channel, share it, y'all. Share my channel, help me get the word out there on my channel. And I was mentioning this earlier because I do several different and unrelated topics on my channel. the YouTube algorithm don't really know where to put me, so I kind of get lost in the sauce. But you know, word of mouth is the best way to you know, to be shared and get recognized and known and stuff. So y'all hook me up. I appreciate that. I have one more flower to do, and I'm gonna end this live stream, and I'm gonna get over there by Miss Linda. Let me see. That almost looks like a green screen. Oh, no, Scarface. So I'm actually, yeah, I'm at my house. This is my backyard. What you see is the pool cover over my swimming pool. And then I have aloe vera behind me, and then like that's the neighborhood. No, it's not. But you know what though? Now that I'm looking at it, you ain't lying. It, yeah, in the clouds and stuff like. You know what? It does look like a green screen. Is it any way for me to capture that, y'all, and then maybe I could use it as a green screen? Green screen. But you're right though. I ain't even pay attention to that. But yeah, it does. Yes, I am. I'm in Southern California, zone 10B, 11A. And what I'm doing today is just up potting on some flowers. These 6 packs of flowers that I got from Home Depot this morning. I just got them this morning. And I am trying to add some color to my garden, trying to attract some pollinators and beneficial predators to help me deal with the aphids and um, the spider mites and all of the other pests that I don't want in my garden. And because I really, y'all, I don't like to spray. I really don't like to spray anything. Like I really don't. If I can help it, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you have to do. And so far, I've only done like natural, organic, um, you know, things like little DIY remedies and stuff like that. I don't like to put the chemicals, y'all, but depending on what's going on, because these pests are getting worse and worse every season. They are. They getting worse and worse every season. And I'm gonna do what I have to do, but I always prefer, you know, like the natural or home or DIY remedy or whatever. You know, if I can do that. All right, y'all. This is the 6 pack of the wool flower, WOOL, wool flower. And the other one that I did was the French marigold. This is the mixed color. So I have yellow, I have orange, and then I have this kind of red and orange mix. So I have those two done. I definitely appreciate y'all, and I thank you so much for being with me in this live stream, or if you're here for the replay, I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel, click the notifications bell, make sure it is set to all, like, comment, and share with everyone you know. Let me see. Oh, he said took a screenshot. Okay. Oh, take a screenshot off your phone. You know what? I might have to do that then. Yeah, I might have to do that. And Gonzo says, Gonzo for life. Yes, yep. I'm in Southern California. Yep. And it's a nice day today. You can see, you know, like blue sky, a little bit of clouds. It's sunny out here. We have a little bit of breeze. It's nice. It's really nice out here. I mean, but honestly, y'all know that's like most days. That's most days, y'all. But the sunshine tax is real. It's real. But y'all, look, thank you for being here today. Let me roll out. Y'all, come with me and let's head over to Tino, the New Orleans gardener, Miss Linda. She is doing her live stream right now. She started at 5 o'clock. So she started, well, 5 o'clock my time. She started about 5 or 6 minutes ago. So y'all leave here and go straight over there because that's where I'm going. See y'all later. Bye. Ah, nah, y'all. Y'all, the ending of my live streams always be so crazy. Let's see. Do I want to stop streaming? Yes. All right, y'all. Bye.